what is actually good? Everyone on YouTube, everyone join us today. Y'all are amazing. We are back with another amazing video. Comes directly from our Discord. I'll post on the screen. This is who recommended it to us. I'm sure other people have asked for this, but we're doing Discord week if you didn't know. So we are going to get into this. Before we get into this, we obviously have to address a couple of things. The first thing we have to do is give a shout out to any new patrons that we have, which according to this right here is Jackie. Yeah.
Jackie Reed.
I believe that's Jackie. Yeah, loyal supporter to your patron. Thank you so much. You are awesome. As you know, we are horrible with names, but we are good with reactions. So,
I swear to God, they try to they create these Patreon accounts, right? And they're like, let's throw a K in there. Let's throw a Q in there. They'll never get it.
We've gone some that might be messing with us, but I respect it because you know what? You still join the Patreon. So thank you so much. We don't do, if you didn't see last video, we don't put the Patreon list right here anymore. It's going to be at the end of the video. It's like a scrolling thing just because there's so much. And so I need to find a better way to do it. So that's the compromise. Real quick before we get into this, if you do want to join the Patreon, because we are doing Discord week, $3 or more does get you the Discord link, but tiers are as low as $1 a month.
The link is down below. It is under the video. It is also posted all over. So
you'll see it. Patreon.com/ZiahTV. You'll definitely see it. And the last thing I'm going to say is if you want to support us, but you do not want to support us with money, which I totally understand, you can leave a like on this video, subscribe, share with your friends. Oh, and we also have a merch store now, so make sure to check that out. It's pretty dope. There's some army designed BTS inspired stuff. I just designed everything. Bangers. So more information on that in the last video. If you watch toward the end, then you're in the cool crowd. But without further ado, let's just jump into this. I'm super excited.
We found one with lyrics, so it should be a good one.
We want the music video with English translations. Now I'm sure there's going to be someone that's going to be like, oh, these English translations are worth the best.
This is the best we got. If you guys have a better one, please send us a link. That's the problem. We always ask you guys, send us a link. Now we're gonna
gotta compromise. Try and have our cake and eat it too.
Taking kids to school. I like it.
I like how the bus says BTS on it.
What's up? This is Big Kid Exclusive. And the coolest kid in the world. BTS. Rap monster. Jimin. J-Ho. V. And who do we got here right now? Sugar. Jungle.
Okay.
Oh, that was an actual beat. Okay.
It's a bass line right there.
Big house, big cars and big rings. 그 사실은 I don't have any big dreams. 난 참 편하게 살아. 꿈 따위 안 꿔도 아무것도 안 하잖아. 다 똑같이 나처럼 생각하고 있어. 까먹고 꿈만던 어린 시절. 왜 하긴 걱정 마. 멀리라도 갈 거니까. 알았어 엄마 지금 독서실 간다니까. 지금 네 거울 속에 누가 보여. I gotta say 너의 길을 가라고. 단 하루를 살아도 뭐라도 하라고. 나약하면 담아도 왜 말 못하고 있어. 공부를 하기 싫다면서 학교 때려치기는 겁나지. 이거 받은 거야 준비하는 벌써. 설정들은 제발 좀 너희만 살아가지고 유리 멘탈 보이 stop. 자신에게 물어봐 언제 네가 열심히 노력했냐고.
Yo,
that's good. I like this.
You know what's cool is since this is like their debut song, I can definitely hear a significant difference between BTS now and BTS 8 years ago, right?
Yes.
They definitely sound different, but it's still really good.
I think they've developed their own personal sounds over the years, and I think that's what we get used to is that really distinct sound and all the different
between the individual members.
Yeah, exactly. Where here it might seem a little bit more mixed up, right? The styles might seem a little bit more
traditional boy band type.
Yeah, exactly.
Where they're all kind of reiterating and picking up where each other left off type of thing.
One second. I'm having a huge brain fart.
This man was drugged up all morning.
Yeah.
So, forgive him.
But no, I really like this because one, it's just a proof to like their own success, right? 8 years ago, they were like, all you have is dreams. Yeah, all you have is dreams, right? And let your dreams be memes. We're gonna let our dreams like move on. And like, oh my god, I'm not making any sense. Give me a second, leave. I actually just became retarded.
Oh no, I caught the retard.
Then caught retardation.
It's just like in SpongeBob, I caught the ugly. Oh shit. Okay, I got this. Okay, so what I really like about this is they start out and they're asking you, they're like, hey, what's your dream? You know, and they repeat that a couple times, and it's almost as if like they act like you give them a response, and they're like, is that all you dream for? You know, because some people really do dream too low. They're just like, oh, I just want like a nice house, maybe a dog with a picket fence type of thing, you know, like, and like it's like, oh really, that's all you want? You know what I mean? Like, think bigger, dream bigger, be bigger picture thinkers and stuff like that. So that's really cool. But I love how they're also saying that like they're kind of addressing the fact that so many people have like these basic dreams, like, oh, I want the big house, I want the sex and stuff like that, but they don't really dig deeper, you know, like it's very surface level.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I was gonna say. And like here they are as like kind of predicting their own future. They're like, oh, we're gonna dream bigger, we're gonna aim for this, like this moon, land in the stars, I think the saying is, right?
Whatever it
kind
is.
Kind of cringe saying. Aim for a star, land on another star. There's a better saying.
Land into a black hole. Get ripped apart.
But they're saying we're going to aim so much higher than you. And as we can see 8 years later, right, they are like this world phenomenon. They have one of the largest fan groups in the world, if not the largest fan group in the world, right? Different ages, like varying, just different people all over the place, right? They have affected people's lives so much, right? If that was their dream 8 years ago, right, they have hit that right on the nail. Okay?
I know, it's almost like 8 years ago they were just like literally fortune tellers telling their own future, just like you said, you know what I mean? Like, it's
Thou
just incredible.
shall be famous.
But yeah. And like it's
if we have the success that they've had in 8 years, 8 years from now, I will be blessed. Like, I will be happy.
I think more than blessed, because that's almost impossible.
Their blow up is insane.
I would take 5% of their success.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Well, yeah, we gotta dream bigger, Leaf. The song is telling us.
All right, 10%.
Okay, 10%.
I don't want to get like too famous. That was never my goal, you know. I'll stick with YouTube fame.
Yeah.
I still like to be able to like walk out to the supermarket and not get jumped. But anyway,
I like this old school beat though, and it's like kind of like this old school B-boy vibe.
Yeah, they have like a very much like the. It looks like saying like B-boy and just like the chains.
The hottest boys around. Beat.
They got their swag on and stuff like that.
They swagging. I like, and these socks are kind of crazy. Them boots are definitely crazy.
This is crazy. Like, this is crazy to see kind of like where they started in a way, you know. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it rolling.
It's definitely 2012, right? Or 2013, I guess, is when it happened.
Yeah, it was definitely early 2010s.
Yeah, the teens.
난 참 편하게 살아 따위 아무것도 아무것도 안 하잖아 다 똑같이 나처럼 생각하고 있어 까먹고 맞선 어린 시절 왜 하긴 걱정 마 머리라도 갈 거니까 알았어 엄마 지금 독서실 간다니까 네 모습이 뭐야 지금 네 거울 속에 누가 보여 I gotta say 너의 길을 가라고 단 하루를 살아도 뭐라도 하라고 나약함은 담아서 왜말 못하고 있어 공부를 하기 싫다면서 학교 때려치기는 겁나지 이거 받은 거야 준비하는 벌써 설정들은 제발 좀 너희만 살아가지고 유리 멘탈 boy stop 자신에게 물어
I really like that line. I didn't mean to cut him off there for a second. We'll go back to it. But he's talking about how like you're not going to study, but you're not going to quit school, right? And it's like it's kind of like that indecision, right? It's like if you don't start, you're never gonna start. You're never gonna get there, right? But if you don't stick to what you know or go to school and stuff, right, you're never gonna finish that. So it's better to choose one or the other. I think I may be misinterpreting that, but
I think that. I mean, like, again, it's BTS, so there's multiple interpretations that I'm not going to say. BTS is so open-ended that, like, there's not really ever a right or wrong. You know, it's what they meant, what you pull out of it, and what someone else pulls out of it type of situation, right? To me, this song, because if I'm thinking about like contextually, so contextually, this is 8 years ago. This is their debut song. So obviously, a song like this is going to have mainly references within Korean culture, right?
Yeah, we
and
something.
If there's anything that we know about Korean culture, obviously things like school and stuff like that is important, and we have seen BTS address the pressures of Korean society being put on people. So talking about school and like, you know, where he was like, okay, I'll go study and I'll go to the library now, you know what I mean, that type of thing. Because like they're almost like rebels, like they have this very rebel look to them.
I like
you see
this.
in this. So
I like this.
You know, it's like they're like trying to be rebels, then they're also okay, I'll go study, or like, you know, so like kind of playing with that idea. That's what I'm pulling out of this specifically.
I like this line, right? And this is kind of why I went to this, but like, do something, put away your weakness, right? It's like, don't be afraid, go for it. YOLO.
Yeah,
love it.
It's like how I'm starting to feel from this song is it's almost as if they're saying like, hey, we know that society, especially Korean society, is telling you like, hey, like you go to school, you study hard, you either go to college, you enter the workforce. Those are your two paths in life, right? And like I feel like what BTS is saying is they're more. My eyes are failing me. This light is so much brighter. We have it so much brighter because there's not enough natural light coming in today. So I'm just like. But anyway, so they're basically saying like, hey, like, just because society tells you those are the only two paths you can take doesn't mean it actually is. Don't be afraid to go against the grain. You know, don't be afraid to actually seek out, dream bigger than just the basic, like, oh, I just want to have a nice job with a couple of kids and a wife or something like that. Like, if you have big dreams, if you want to do something, if you want to go to the fucking moon, if you want to go to fucking Mars, you can do it. You know what I mean? Like, actually put in the word, put away your weakness, put away those limiting beliefs that you have within you, and achieve greatness.
Just start going ahead. Yeah, I like it. It's a great message, and especially at the debut of their career.
Yeah,
it's shown.
It's a great like tone setter for who they are.
Yeah, 100%.
공부를 하기 싫다면서 학교 때려치기는 겁나지 이거 받은 거야 준비하는 벌써 설정들은 제발 좀 너희만 살아가지고 유리 멘탈 보이 스톱 자신에게 물어봐 언제 네가 열심히 노력했냐고 야마 내 꿈은 뭐래 야마 내 꿈은 뭐래 야마 내 꿈은 뭐래 네 꿈은 그거래 거짓말이야 거짓말이야 힘이심이야 네 시선 차이야 왜 자꾸 딴 길을 가래 너나 잘해 제발 강요하지 말아줘 라라라라라 내 꿈을 버려 내 꿈을 버려 고작이 거니 오케이 지겨운 same day 반복되는 매일 어른들과 부모님한테는 바퀴 꿈을 수입해 장래희망 number one.
I think that goes exactly into what you're saying, right? And we've seen it in the...
Looks like they're not the only fortune tellers here.
But we've seen it in their Bepse video as well, right? And they talk about this later on, where they're
like the crow too.
Yeah, and like I think that's a 2015 video, so that'd only be about 2 years away from here.
2 to 3 years,
yeah. So like talking about like how that's still affecting them, which is really cool. But like, you know, like everyone telling them like, oh, don't do that or don't do this or whatever, right? But then like you're being hypocritical because you're telling me to like follow my dreams, but at the same time you're like, do this other thing that I want you to do. It's
follow
very
your
hard.
dreams if your dream is to become a doctor.
Yeah, follow my dreams for you. Yeah.
Which, like, I mean,
and this too, I really like this. The sick of the same day, the repeating days, right? And like you see that all the time, like in the workforce, right? You'll go into work, you'll do the same thing, you'll come out from work, your same routine, right? Like they say, humans are creatures of habit, right? But I think like when you create those like repeating Groundhog Day days, right?
Yeah.
It just becomes
mundane. Very, very mundane.
Yeah.
And I was someone who traditionally I have an incredibly high boredom susceptibility. Like we did this test in health class. I was like above the 100%. So like maybe that's why I decided I'm a creative person. It's just kind of the nature of creative people. So I get bored extremely easy. And one of the worst things for someone who gets bored easy and creative people in general is like repeating patterns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Feeling like you're stuck doing the same thing every single day. And that's why I knew traditional job wasn't going to work for me, which is why we're pursuing YouTube and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, you're the same way. Right. And like that's what you get into is like you say you have your office job, very stereotypical. We're going to talk with stereotypical thing, but it's just for the sake of explaining
we're not
and having not as many things lost in translation. You know what I mean? That's the goal of this. So you have a very stereotypical office job. It's your 9 to 5. You go Monday through Friday. You live for the weekend basically because that's the only time you're not at work wishing you were anywhere else, right? And that's like the average person's life in the world, you know?
And even on the weekends, because they're so burned out of just this monotony, you know, they just sit on the couch watching TV, drink a beer or whatever, right? And it's like, well, there goes your weekend. You didn't even go experience anything or like go help yourself.
And most people's schedules don't even allow them to then like put in the time or effort to pursue a different dream.
No,
and it's like a trap, which is why it's called the rat race, because you're always stuck chasing after money that you then need to continue living, so that way you can keep working for the same company. And it's like, you know.
This idea of repeating dreams is so sad, and it's like, it affects so many people.
And that's why I love BTS right here, because they're saying like you
break
know,
it.
Break it. Is that it? Is that it? You know, like break out of that that trap that society is trying to like put you on that path. Like, no, that is not your fucking path. Why are you lying to me? You know,
in the words of Shia LaBeouf, don't let your dreams be memes.
Just do it.
Just do it. Yeah. I love it. This is awesome.
Incredible message as a debut song
from early on stage too, and it set the tone for their journey. How
BTS
cool.
does it again. And even at the beginning. Let's get it.
Just for 1 second, can I just be like, hey, how arrogant did this probably come off of, right? Like, oh yeah, we're dreaming bigger than you and all this stuff, right? And people were like, oh man, just
it probably contributed to the amount of hate they got over the years, and then they just kept going, and then people were like,
and then they drop a song in what was it, 19 hours, it had 91 million views on it, right? Butter, the debut of Butter, right? That's you guys. That you guys have supported him through this, right? You guys have helped them push their dream, right? And push their idea.
Their message.
Yeah, their message. And that's what's so cool about them is they were like, we're going to do this, and they stuck to it, and they've done it, right? And that's what's awesome about BTS.
And that's why we're a part of it, too, because we agree with the message and the things that they try to support. It aligns with our beliefs, so we try to push that message as well.
We're here for it. I like this challenge too, because they're like, what's your dream, what's your dream? And it's like, that's it, you're lying to yourself if that's all you can think of, right?
No, you want to be a government worker. Wow.
Yeah,
you know you want more.
You want more. Everyone wants more, right? That settling, that early on settling, right? That's you lying to yourself. That's you accepting this mundane day after day after day. I love it. It's just challenging people.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'll get back.
Oh yeah, okay. It was buff as fuck.
살아가는 법을 몰라 날아가는 법을 몰라 결정하는 법을 몰라 이젠 꿈꾸는 법도 몰라 노래 떠났다 이제 춤을 춰봤자 다시 꿈을 꿔봤다 너 꿈을 대지 마 춤을 대지 마
Oh, cool.
고작이 거네
That was dope.
What's that? That was hype.
So one of the things that the last theme that I really want to address in that video itself is that there was like, especially towards like I guess like the second chorus or the second part of the chorus, you know how they're talking about no, you're such a liar, stop telling me not to like do my thing, because it's like it's addressing the problem of people self-projecting, you know what I mean? So someone dreams too low and doesn't think it's possible to like, and we've experienced that ourselves. They're like, oh, you'll never be in YouTube and stuff like that. And so it's like, no, why are you telling me not to do it? Because for you're not confident in yourself that you could achieve your own dreams. And misery loves company, so you're trying to drag other people down. You know what I mean? That's such a parasitic thing to do to people. Yeah,
it happens all the time. Like I'll tell people, I'm like, you know, like I'm a semi-successful YouTuber. We're working on it. We're building slowly, right? And they're like, oh yeah, like, you know. And then they look at our channel and they're like, oh, you guys actually.
Yeah, they're like, oh wow, you actually do it. Yeah,
you guys actually.
The tone changes, and it happens almost every time. Because like when you first tell people, like they're like, oh, you're a YouTuber. Okay, this guy's probably got 10 videos up, 15 views on each, maybe. And then they're like, oh, okay, you guys actually like do YouTube. It's like, well.
So like we understand it. We understand what they're saying here, right? We are huge dreamers. We have
and living, breathing proof of like.
Following your dream.
Following your dream.
Yeah.
You know, we've been telling people we want to do YouTube since we were like 11 and 12.
Yeah.
You know, we're 24 now, and here we are making our dream come true.
Yeah. It took a little while. It took a couple side paths and detours and
had to do a lot of growing up first, I'd say.
Exactly.
Had to get some real world experience in us.
So we can bring that experience to you guys.
Exactly.
Okay? That's what's cool about us is we've got more experience than most people on the reaction channel.
Yeah, we have interesting.
That's gonna be a braggadocious statement. I'll challenge any. No,
if you think that's awesome. Braggadocious, you're not dreaming big enough.
This is an awesome video, though. I really awesome. Like it.
It was really cool seeing BTS like all the way back then.
Yeah,
it looks so different, and so it's kind of cute.
I've always heard this, right? But like you see it a lot in action when it comes to BTS, right? Korean, Japanese, Chinese, and like all like Oriental cultures are always so much further in front of us with designs, like clothing designs and things like that, right? If you look at their clothing scheme, look at 2012, 2013 hip hop rappers, right? Their scheme is going to be way outdated compared to them, right? Now look at nowadays hip hop rappers and watch that video, right? It's going to be very, very similar, right? The clothing style, the joggers, you see the joggers and the shoe game,
BTS,
right?
BTS, psychic confirmed?
Yeah, so I'm just saying, they are trendsetters, right? They've been doing this for a long time. It's been happening forever, right? All like the styles and everything that like amazing comes out of there and it kind of like goes through Europe and then trickles through like England and Paris, right? Through like all these different clothing styles and clothing stuff, and it gets to America,
on that back
and we're like, oh hell yeah, man, I'm gonna take the cowboy hat off, I'm gonna try on these joggers, dang man, they look all right, you know.
Man, my hair look real good.
Yeah, mama like a little booty on my. Oh yeah, let's get it. So it's just really cool. It's a different video.
All right. I think with that, we can go ahead and get this emoji out the way. So if you made it to this part of the video, go ahead and leave this. By now, you should know that this is what we do on this channel, Emoji Scavenger Hunt, for the people that are watching to the end of our videos, because we super appreciate you and we want to see the real fans out there that are supporting us completely. So
we love you,
thank you so much.
And we appreciate all the support you guys give us. We appreciate our patrons. This is Discord week, right? So if you guys do want to hop over on there, we are having open conversations on our Discord about videos and different things like that. Come and check out the streams if you want to check out the streams. Ziah is streaming over at twitch.com/ZiahTV Gaming.
Twitch.tv/ZiahTV Gaming.
Is that what I said?
No, you said twitch.com.
Oh, fuck.
There'll be a link.
There'll be a link.
Don't worry about it. There'll be a link. There'll be a link down below.
Come check it out. We were talking about BTS last night as well as other genres.
Yeah, we streamed. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
We had a few people hop in there. Some people most of the people are from the channel, but then some people just browsing Twitch. Yeah. We talked about like BTS, the game itself, life, you know, call it all sorts of things.
Come in. You guys can ask questions.
It's not really so much about the gaming for us. The gaming side is kind of just like background content.
And mainly to talk to you guys.
The main thing is to talk to you guys and be able to still connect on a more personal level with our fans like we want to, that YouTube doesn't really allow.
Yeah. And I know some people aren't comfortable coming in and talking to us on voice channels, and that's fine. Okay, we get it. You guys they maybe be a little nervous or a little bit more private in your life.
Intimidated by raw.
But with that,
Power.
you guys can chat at us and we can answer on stream. Problem solved. So
Yeah, nice and easy. But
Yeah.
anyway, that's all the time we have for you today. So we will see you in the next one.
I love you.
Yo, wanna come up, your man better step up. Matter of fact, better just watch from my checkup. Matter of fact, better just stop and flex up. Matter of fact, just know I'm finna blow. Wait, hold up, is it too late? Just set the record straight.